What's up, everybody? Welcome in to Auburn Addicts TV. I got my boys on today, my day ones, my analysts, Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk podcast. I got Bubba from Bubba and the old man Auburn Sports Talk. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, some just came. I gotta step out real quick. My bad.
Okay. Okay.
Very bad.
What's going on?
All right. Hey, what's going on, Bubba, man? Bubba, we got another
30 seconds. He gone.
Huh?
Not even 30 seconds in. He gone.
He gone, man. He out of here, man. He must have left something on the stove, man. But hey, you gotta be, because we got these commits coming in, man. They coming in left and right, man. So I had to jump up, man, get on. Bubba, what you think about the latest offensive tackle we got? Talk to me, man. Talk to me, Bubba. What's your analysis?
Mason Murphy, he was a starting tackle for 2 years, I think, at USC. Also started 5 games at guard.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have the greatest career there. I view him as a versatile depth piece, a guy who can play multiple positions.
Mm-hmm.
If he wins the starting job at tackle, you're probably not ecstatic about it, but he's very experienced. He's run a lot of gap scheme and zone scheme stuff, playing for Lincoln Riley for the past couple of years, so it's a solid pickup. I'd still prefer Dylan Wade starting at right tackle. Maybe he gets the guard job, battle it out with Braden Joyner and DeAndre Carter. So, it's an additional depth piece. Maybe this signals we're not going to end up landing Josh Thompson, but building out, fleshing out this offensive line room, it's the best thing you could do right now with a brand new quarterback that's not all that experienced.
Yeah, you got the left tackle, you got the right tackle. Where I see it is, because I've heard analysis on him, and people say if he get his hands on you, he's a good run blocker. If he can get his hands on you, so that's what they're saying. If you could slide him in the guard, he would be more efficient at guard than tackle, because he struggles a bit, or struggles sometimes at the tackle position in pass pro. So if you can do it like you did Too Tall, or the other tackle that played behind Percy, you can do it the same way. You can put him out at tackle, try him, and if he doesn't do good, you can just swap him and D Wade out.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of having D Wade come back. And does that tell you that Jeremiah might not come back?
It's possible. It's possible. I think that this is an insurance policy for that. Or
yeah,
whatever. It's insurance. It's insurance in case Jeremiah Wright doesn't end up coming back, which would suck because Jeremiah Wright took a big step forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Especially in pass protection. So that would suck. But if you do end up landing this kid, I think he could be, or if you bringing in this kid, I think it ends up giving you depth at guard.
Okay.
Experience depth at tackle. So, TJ Johnson, hopefully he takes a step forward. It could be solid depth for you at left tackle. You need a 2 deep at each position.
Yes.
So, although when it first broke, I was thinking, man, I hope they're not putting this guy as a shoe-in at right tackle. But, if it's more of a situation where they're going to battle it out and, just get the best 5 on the field, it's a good situation to be in to get a guy who started multiple years in a power conference.
Now, let me ask you this: do you think what is his comps to Too Tall?
Similar?
Is he even in that vicinity, or is it kind of like the same person?
Yeah, I'd say he's Too Tall. Freeze's first year.
Yikes!
Bad in pass pro. Pretty good in the
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It looked rough in pass protection. That's Caleb Williams saved that man's life multiple times.
Okay.
Right on.
Good.
Yeah, man, we good, man. Yeah, man.
I
had
something on the stove.
Something happened, man. I had to take care of it real quick. It's all right though. We good. We good.
We'll talk about it after the show.
That's funny.
Hey man, you could have did if you could have took the camera with you, man. That would have made great.
It would have made great television.
It would have, man. Say how you run and the camera would have been shaking like in a horror movie.
Exactly.
Me and Bubba was just talking about Mason Murphy, man.
Okay.
6'5", 315. Bubba was like, he thought it would be a better inside man than outside. We both agree that he struggles a bit in pass pro and may be a better guard. What's your take, Nick? Talk to us.
I think it's just I think it's a good fit for what needs to be going on right now, what you need on the offense tackle front. I think that hopefully hopefully, and I'm saying this from the jump, I really hope Auburn did they due diligence when looking at this, when going out to get this guy in the portal, because he only has 1 year of eligibility left, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we looking at it from the fact of the matter is, I think he doesn't. One thing that I look at when I look at offensive tackles is, can they bend? I don't think he bends very well, but I think he's better than Percy Lewis. I'll tell you that.
I'm better than Percy Lewis.
I'll tell you that.
Bubba said he's better than Percy Lewis.
I think he's better than Percy Lewis in that situation. But I think he will be suitable enough for what Auburn wants to do. At least it will solidify that position for the year. For next year, when you probably have somebody that maybe like a Broderick Show that can come in and possibly step in and take over that spot as well. So it's a stopgap. It's a stopgap for now. So not saying he's the best, not saying he's the greatest, but I would just put him somewhere in the middle if it was me.
And that's what we were saying, is that if you put him out at tackle and he doesn't acclimate to the SEC and the speed of the game, then you could still just slide him in the guard. If my man Jeremiah doesn't come back, you can slide him out. You can slide him in and then slide Wade out the tackle, right tackle.
If that's the case, then it would probably be best for them to go ahead and try to get Josh Thompson in the boat, because he's the more athletic person that can slide between guard and tackle. And play, even though his more natural position for Josh Thompson is guard. But he can slide out. He's more like Dylan Wade as well. He'll be like the second Dylan Wade on that line. He can slide out the tackle or guard. And things of that nature. So that's what I would be looking at too, from that particular perspective, if that's a problem, which is possibly that possibly could happen. I think he's looking to make a decision before the end of the year. They just put in Wilt Fong just put in an RPM for Wyndham Moe to Tennessee, which kind of shocked me a little bit. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Okay, I got my man Bubba. I got Bubba and the Old Man from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk podcast, and we are talking about Mason Murphy, the acquisitions of offensive tackle from USC for the Auburn Tigers. And Gregory Lawrence says, any concerns that we're making some of these acquisitions too quick, not allowing playoff players to depart from their teams? What do y'all guys think?
Here's the thing with that. What playoff starting right tackle that's not, on one of these lower tier teams like Boise or Arizona State? Why would Texas's right tackle, I think his name's like Cameron something. He's a first round draft pick. Why would he hit the portal? Why would a starting tackle at Georgia hit the portal and come to Auburn? So what you'd be looking at is likely a guy who's at a similar level to Mason Murphy entering the portal, possibly more expensive because teams are going to be even more desperate at that point because they've struck out with all the tackles before this point. So I trust this staff's evaluation. They've hit on every offensive lineman besides Percy Lewis to this point. Or we don't know with, like Dylan said, every transfer offensive lineman we've hit on at this point. Right. So I trust them in that aspect. And I don't see a better option currently in the portal other than possibly Josh Thompson at tackle.
Okay. What do you think, Nick? Do you think that's – I'm sorry, Bob, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I will reiterate, I do think Dylan Wade ends up starting at right tackle next year.
Okay. Nick, what do you think? Do you think that's striking too early?
I asked Darryl Dapper's just question last night. Was Auburn pulling the trigger too quick? Now I'm answering this question more of a broad spectrum when it comes to all positions. And he said no. So and I kind of I side with him in that situation when it comes to that. I think what Auburn's doing is I think Auburn has recency bias from last year. So I think they're just trying to get the best person at the best position now, based on what happened last year when it was a lot of guys didn't come to campus. Like I said, they would come to visit. They didn't visit. So I think Auburn is just saying we're gonna go in and we're gonna lock down guys right now. That's where I think they stand at in this situation going forward. So I wouldn't say they pulling the trigger too early, because I definitely asked that question last night. But no, I think Auburn had a plan, and I think they're executing it pretty well.
And to that point last night, they know through back channels
that's it.
Entering, who's not thinking about entering, what are the odds? Will they look at Auburn? Would they take a visit? So, I felt like that was a great live stream, by the way. I really
awesome.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah, Nick did a live stream with Daryl Dappers and Marcus from the Water Cooler Talk podcast. Y'all check that out, man. It was pretty good, man. Great, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, Bubba. Is that in the day and age of agents, it's not, people think because people jump in the portal and have no contact tags that they're tampering. Mm-hmm. No, you can talk through agents. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So you can talk through agents. So just like Daryl said, with agents, Auburn knows who they have a potential to get and who's probably going to get in the portal, even on the playoff teams. You know what I'm saying? Because they're communicating through agents. So, and you want to strike early too, because you rather have an offensive tackle now, and then rather than just kind of like hoping to have one later. You can have them now.
So, and just remember, last year, that's the reason we landed Percy Lewis.
Exactly.
We waited in the first window, and we ended up with this 6'10", 400-pounder right here that couldn't move.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it.
And to a degree, Peyton Thorne was the same way, because you can get Peyton Thorne into the second portal window.
You are correct. You are correct. Yeah, you're correct. Ed says Murphy may be helped by the RPO offense. Darnell Sims, what's up, Darnell Sims? What's going on, man? King Richard is in the house. I guess Bubba dropped out.
Pop back in a minute.
What happened, Bubba?
He pop back in. He got to.
Okay, let me take this off till you pop back in. That happens when you. There's
right back in.
Right back in.
My alarm went off. My bad.
Nick got emergencies in the other part of the house. Bubba alarm going off.
And I was just talking shit too.
This is grade A. This is grade A. This is grade A right here, man. Hey, but it's on the fly though, man. These fellas just, kudos to y'all, man. They just jumped on, man, to talk about this offensive line situation. What up, Gregory? King Richard. What's up? And Gregory Lawrence says, thanks, brothers. Yes. All right. So let's go back to this. Can the RPO help Murphy?
Absolutely.
What y'all think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it can. It can.
All right.
Especially with him not being the strongest pass protector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the quick game will help out. He only have to hold him for 2, maybe 3 seconds, depending on how quick Jackson Arnold can get the ball out. So we'll see. Yeah, it should help him a lot.
This is starting to get excited, man. But go ahead, Bob.
Oh, my bad, DC.
No, you good, man. Go. You here? Go.
Yeah, and you can supplement pass protection in other ways with tight ends and H-backs and your tailbacks and chipping and things like that. And with the RPO game, that's one of the reasons why sack numbers at Ole Miss for him were so low.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Wallace wasn't the most elusive quarterback, and he had a great left tackle with Laramie Tunsil, but the right tackle position was up and down. I think that he had Taylor Moton while he was there, but it would drop down and it would come back up, and that's the most important part in an effective offense is pass protection. And Jake Crane makes this point all the time. The best pass protection is an elite run game. That's why to launch a deep stable of backs. And, I don't expect an incredibly elaborate, especially early in the year, drop back game for Jackson Arnold to try and process. That was one of the reasons he failed so much early in the year at Oklahoma. They were expecting him to run these pro-style passing concepts. Later in the year, they dumbed it down, simplified it, quick game, and RPO. So you can utilize other aspects to have an effective passing game. We had it this year. We had an effective passing game with Peyton Thorne at quarterback and a mediocre to below average offensive line. So I'm not all that worried about pass protection, but late in games, I expect a lot of close games this year. Late in games, we saw when we had to get into the drop back game how we struggled.
Yeah, the drop back game was horrendous, man.
That's my main concern.
Especially when I was about to say, especially when you saw it coming, but it was horrendous when you didn't know it was coming. So
that's true too. Yeah,
we had a bad drop back game, man. Nick, what else you got, man? What else you got, bro?
On what?
And anything else? Anything else?
Okay. All right now. I'm low key kind of still waking up a little bit.
Man, me too, man. I just jumped up. Hey, man, let's get. We gotta. Okay, Dick. Where can they find you, man? I just want to get on talk with you guys about this commitment, man. This
man, I tell you this.
I
tell you this. Auburn should be excited. There possibly some other things that's possibly going to happen in the portal.
Okay.
Where you may have some competition in some areas. So Auburn should be excited about what's coming in. My problem and my question has always been, can it be developed and can it be proven on the field? Yeah, man, I think this is this literally is a proven year for Hugh Freeze. So we will see what happens.
That's right.
We will see what happens going forward. I'm excited. Like I said, I am optimistically encouraged by what will happen in going forward. I think we'll know a lot when spring ball starts the end of February, beginning of March. And we'll see what happens there. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Follow you can follow us, subscribe to us, the Water Cooler Talk podcast here on YouTube and on Twitter. You can follow us at CoolerSpot23. We'll be back. We'll be on tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 Eastern, with the recap of our transfer portal frenzy day 9. So
yes, sir.
Check us out tonight.
Yes, sir. What's up, Bubba? Where can they find you, my man? And TJ Lou, what's up? What's up, man? Murphy may not be a starter, but be a great depth piece.
What's
up, Frodo? We just talking about the new addition of left tackle from USC. Murphy. I got my man Nick Frazier and Bubba from Bubba and the old man. Frodo, is there anything you wanted to say, bro? Let me know. You know you're always welcome to talk, man.
Yes, Tez. What you got, Tez?
Anybody want to say anything, man? Just let me know. Yeah, he said see you tonight. Bubba, where can they find you, my man? Bubba, you all right?
Yeah, look, like what I've always said, you know, if you want poor audio quality, bad editing, and mediocre content,
this guy
go over to Bubba and the old man, minus the old man, 95%.
This guy.
He said minus the old man 95% of the time. Hey man, keep it real, Bubba. Keep it the same way, man. Love the channel. That's man.
Of course, man.
That's we love it, man. We like love it. I am DC Wolf. You can find me at Auburn_addicts on all platforms, man. We'll be on Sunday for Have You Heard Auburn News Today with me and Nick. Bubba gonna be there too. You know what I'm saying? Then
yeah.
Me and that Tight Sports Alabama Megacast will be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. live, man. We're going live with the Alabama Auburn nonsense, man. If you really want to hear some nonsense, you want to hear a show guaranteed to not follow the show script, tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. with me and this Alabama fan, man.
Shout out Tight.
Shout out to Tight, man.
Jesus, man. I just have to let the reins go, man, and just let it go, man.
TJ Lou, yes, Murphy is a right tackle. He is a right tackle. Yes.
Okay.
He is a right tackle. Yeah.
Yeah. And he says good pick up depth, building up depth. It's interesting what they're building, I guess, this offense in real time, with them building this offense in real time.
That's actually a pretty good point, because it is kind of like almost rebuilding the offensive line. I mean, because Wade is coming back. Still don't know about Jeremiah Wright. I mean, but there are a lot of combinations, because I think that I would say I think they have solidified the left tackle spot with Xavier Chaplin. I mean, you look at his numbers from 2023. Only had like 5 QB hurries, 5 QB sacks, and I think he had like 8 QB hits. And then this past season, I think he cut those in half. I think the only thing that went up was the QB hurries. I think he didn't allow. I think he only allowed 2 sacks. Something like that. So I think that is a solidified spot, and he has 2 years of eligibility left as well. So that is solidified. And then if you can get the right tackle spot solidified, then you can move way back to his natural position. If you get Jeremiah Wright back, you can get Jeremiah Wright in there. If not, you got Braden Joyner. Hopefully you get a Josh Thompson that come in and things of that nature. So I think the offensive line is going to be a lot better this year. I think it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a solid group. I think if I had to pick, I would probably say the weaker part that we're talking about now would be right tackle. You just don't know, but I think it'll be strong enough to do what Auburn wants to do. So I mean, if that if those front five are solidified, I honestly don't see how Auburn cannot win 9 games.
Yeah. Where we are right now. Yeah, where we are right now, man. It's just where we are right now. I think we look pretty good. Go ahead, Bubba.
I was just gonna say that's absolutely true. 100%. There's no reason this team can't win 9 games.
Agree.
Okay.
Unless it's coaching.
Okay. That's where we all have a game management, situational management. That's what we got to see, because at this time you talk about talent. You know, you can't say you don't have the talent now. You don't went out and got the talent. You basically done rebuilt this roster 3 different times in 3 different seasons almost. So you got the talent. So now it comes down to, can this coaching staff put the talent in the right position to make the right plays and be great? Will you let your playmakers be playmakers? Will you let your stars be stars?
Please.
You know, can you do that? Will you get out your own way and let the people
play to your personnel?
Exactly.
Please use these running backs, man. And like you just said about the greatest defense for is the running game, man. It's like he's not apt at using the running game for whatever reason. But maybe he has this personnel like he wants, and we're just gonna go 4 wide, throw it all over the field, and then run when we need to. Maybe that's gonna be it. But y'all, anything else on this, guys? Anything else? I appreciate you guys. I got the superstars on today. Anything else today?
Man, we here, man. We here talking this Auburn talk, SEC talk. Let's go.
All right, man. Yeah, y'all check out Bubba and the old man, Auburn Sports Talk, and check out Nick Frazier at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. They'll be on live tonight. And last one, Joey Adams Brooks. Nick, you know Joey Adams Brooks?
No, that's a new name. Shout out to Joey Adams Brooks.
Yeah.
Shout out.
How do we feel about Amari's?
He got a suit on and everything. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Red tie. Yeah. And what got that? He got that.
Tony Stark look. You got the Tony
I was gonna say
look.
Bruce Wayne. I was gonna say he looked like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, both, man, both. Yeah.
I see you, Joey. I see you, my boy. I see you. How do we feel about Mars Williams entering the transfer portal? And should our staff fight to get him and TJ Lindsey back?
Absolutely.
So I asked this question again last week because I was thinking about this. So I asked him this specifically. I said the Amarius Williams thing. Now he stated that there's still a chance that Amarius Williams can still come back. They're trying to do whatever they can to get him back. Okay. But I asked him a question. I said, do you think he's leaving because his position coach is accepting a new job, or because a legendary coach just got hired in his home state? And he said he leaned more towards the latter part of Bill Belichick being hired in UNC and him being closer to home, which I think is interesting because if that's the case, Bill, we better watch out for UNC because Bill Belichick will probably be poaching people from other schools.
Look, man, and then we can get on this, man, and we can get on this another time. But that's what I was trying to tell tight with the same thing with Nick Saban, and he talking about all this reasons why he can't coach, man. I'm like, Bill Belichick coming here, if they give you $20 million
in NIL, NIL.
Come on, man. If they give you $20 million, man, all of those recruiting struggles are over. True. Because you're Bill Belichick. All you got to do is put the rings on the table, man. You want to be developed, come here. I've been in the NFL. I know what it looks like. And then you got the money to back it up too. And players going to take the discount to come be coached by Belichick. So that's a once in a lifetime thing, man.
I tell you this. I think it's a mixture with Amarius Williams. I think it's more the fact because I think Aldridge was really, really, really well liked on that defensive room. I think a lot of guys ended up at Auburn because Aldridge was the position coach at one point. Was the linebackers coach before he got moved to be the edge coach at one point in time. So he recruited a lot of those guys. He had a really good relationship with them. So I think that's part of it. But you can't deny the fact that an 8-time Super Bowl winning coach,
man,
now the head coach.
Man,
and what is potentially the biggest school in your state, in your home state, and you got a chance to go back home and be closer to home as well. Yeah,
that's
man, that's
a situation. And get the NIL.
Yeah, and get the NIL money that you possibly that you are getting from Auburn. If they compare it, if they matching that, man, that's kind of hard to turn down.
Yeah, you cannot beat it, man. And that's what they're saying, man, is that some of these players, agents are luring them into the portal. Agents are making the offers. Hey, I can get you this, and they're jumping in the portal, man. So Nick, another from the Water Cooler Talk podcast studio.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Razor Ross, man. Shout out.
You know Razor Ross?
I've seen him. Yeah.
What's up, Razor Ross? Good to have you in.
Welcome, Razor Ross. I think it's the first time he come
in.
Shout out to Razor Ross.
Yeah, what's up? I know Razor Ross. You a barber, Razor Ross?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing.
You said and TJ Lindsey, man, I would have loved to see TJ Lindsey develop more. Man, it would have been awesome to have him in this class. I think they will miss Amaris Williams more. Man, he actually played last year.
Mike G made a point on Twitter. He said when you start getting elite recruiting, you're gonna have elite attrition as well. So it's something that you gotta get used to.
Absolutely.
So I mean, yes, TJ Lindsey, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he a 4 or 5 star?
Yeah, he was a 4-star.
Low
4-star.
Yeah, he was a 4.
You got to think like 2 guys are coming in at that 3-tech position.
Exactly. You got a Malik Autry and a Jordan Crawford coming in, who I believe, I wholeheartedly believe that Jordan Crawford can come in and play.
They playing.
Play the 2 next year.
They got to play.
I believe he can. So I mean, you got a lot of guys coming in that you looking at like, man, like, okay, like, am I gonna get the run? And am I gonna be in the 2 deep? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now the way college football is going, you got to put some tape on. You got to put some tape on the film because you know the more tape that you have, the more that these NFL scouts can look at you, the more that you can get a higher draft round grade. Because if you can get a high draft round grade as a junior, you may think about, look, I can jet out, go get this money in the NFL, you know, and things stuff like that. So you're just looking at it from a different perspective and things stuff like that. So I mean, guys, I mean, it's always been a business, but now it's even more of a business because now the players got more say. It's almost like the NBA. The NBA, almost like the NBA as well. The players got a lot more say in what they can and can't do with their contracts and stuff. But only thing is we don't have contracts in college football yet. But
he said TJ Lue said the same thing we're saying. That's a big blow with Amaris leaving, but it's speculated that he may head to UNC for Bag and Bill. Yeah.
Now we just want to say that Auburn is still it ain't a done deal yet, but Auburn is still trying to get him to come.
Man, I want to see him too. So yeah, hope we get Poisoner. That's a dude.
That's an NFL safety.
Yes, he is. Zachariah Poisoner. Yes.
There's
Bubba. Tell him, man. Tell him what that man is saying. Tell him, Bubba. Tell him that man good, man. That boy good. That boy real good.
I ain't gotta say nothing. Look at his offer list.
I'm telling you, man. Zachariah Poisoner is that deal, man. If I'm not mistaken, that's Jacksonville State. If I'm not mistaken,
man, he right down the road, dude.
Yeah,
right down the road.
Exactly, man.
Right down the road.
And he even said in his interview the reason why he even considered Auburn was because of Charles Kelly.
Yep.
He said he saw what Charles Kelly did by putting these guys in the NFL. He said he wanted to be a part of it, and he
Charles
said
Kelly
that's what it was, man. That's what it was.
Charles Kelly is that guy, man. He is that guy is he's some on that recruiting trail, man. Anonymous X, do we know that person?
Anonymous X, nah, man. Shout out to Anonymous X. Welcome, baby. Welcome.
He said it's especially if Jordan becomes a booster with the football program. Let's hope we can get Jeremy Garrett back. That's what some people are saying, man. TJ Lue, it looks like with these kids getting offered a lot of money, like is that Jackson Arnold and Eric Singleton, junior players like Cam and Connor Lue could possibly be wanting more. Not saying they are, just speculating. Absolutely. If we sitting playing Xbox, man, I'm like, Nick, what you making? $1.5 million. $1.5 million?
Exactly. We try to reset the market every year.
I'm like playing Xbox with Nick. $1.5 million. I'm only making $200,000. Yeah, man. I need to go talk to coach. Especially
with my stats and my numbers look better. Man,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Market, come on. What we doing?
And that's what's like Kirby Smart, and it's good what Kirby Smart is saying, but I don't think it's gonna hold up. Just like with Dabo Swinney, guess what? Dabo Swinney hit the portal, just like we said. It's not gonna hold up, man. You got to hit the portal. Kirby Smart said no freshman is gonna make more than a starter. That's not gonna hold up, brother. You're gonna keep losing players. You're gonna keep losing players because you're not gonna ever get the Ryan Williams and guys like that come through. because they're going to want more. The market is going to keep escalating, dude. Yep. So you're going to have to eventually pay a freshman more than people on the team or starter is making. We'll see. We'll see. But the depth and constant rotation we could have had scary. And with depth, we could run a fast-paced offense. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember when we're losing to Morris and TJ Woodfield season crushing.
Yeah.
Changing I can't live.
Like what happened with I think Bubba brought this up a couple of shows ago. He was like, what happened with Lee Hunter when Lee Hunter decided to leave when the fans man.
Yeah.
Just went in on that man. Cause he was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was like he was the only 5-star in that class.
Yeah, I remember.
He was the highest dude in that class.
Yeah. And everybody was upset. They was like, how you leave, man? Well, he left to go be with the dude that recruited him. He went to UCF with Gus.
And he back in the portal again, man. Maybe going to Florida State. Maybe going to Florida State. He loves some Gus. If he go to Florida State, he really loves some Gus.
Exactly.
So Jeremy Thompson.
Shout out to Jeremy Thompson.
First time on the show. I'm righteously fooling with the content. Does he know Huggy Beard?
That's what I was about to righteously.
And then my man Jeremy, look at the picture, y'all.
I can't see.
My man suited and booted, got the hat. And when you got the hat and everything, man suited and booted in that picture.
Yeah, man. I see it, man.
Suited and booted in that picture, Nick. He ice cold. Everybody's cold here tonight. Huh?
We got some fits on here today.
Yeah,
I was looking at.
Man, we got some folk drip, man.
Is that a fedora or a cowboy hat? Is that a fedora or a cowboy?
Yeah, it's hard to see. Is it a fedora or a cowboy hat, Jeremy? Talk to us, man. We go. You see, y'all Nick starting up on my. I'm finna get off here, man. Supposed to get off here, man.
You know, like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy.
Y'all thinking about where's leaving Bama for the bag? Absolutely.
Of course.
Yes.
Rumored he's going back. It's rumored he's withdrawing.
Really?
Yeah, looking like he's gonna withdraw. They're gonna let him play receiver.
Let him play receiver.
What?
Oh, you know what? If that's true, he's trying to get that Travis Hunter thing going.
Yep.
He's trying to play both ways. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. You are about to start seeing a lot more of that.
And a lot of guys fail at it because there ain't nobody like that dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's like what you gotta understand about Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter is when he say him, Travis Hunter him for real, bro.
Yeah,
like it ain't too many dudes that can go both sides. Like Miles Jack, I believe, was the only dude before him that did it, but he only did it for like a year. He played middle linebacker and running back. But then when he transferred, I think he was just strictly linebacker. It ain't too many dudes that can go both ways.
Award winner and play elite DB, and
that's
ain't
crazy,
too many dudes like that.
It ain't too many dudes that can do that. It ain't too many.
And when I say like 2 or 3,
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was a power play then, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
The power play.
It was.
Jump in here,
7-figure deal from SEC school for him to play corner and receiver at another SEC school.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and they were leaking bad, bro, and they still are leaking, so they couldn't afford to lose him, man.
All I'm saying is, man, Travis Hunter has set a new trend. Shout out to Travis.
Yeah. He said, "Do you think Jeremiah Cobbs can overtake Austin this year?"
He can, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Bubba. I agree with you there. Because
I'm a dude, man.
I'm gonna stick with my prediction before Jeremiah Cobb even took a snap at Auburn. I always said I thought that man could win the Heisman as a running back if given the opportunity.
Yeah, you said it.
I thought he was that good, man. I think he was that good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Austin, man, he just hasn't had the consistency and the touches. I think Austin is a dude.
That man fumble a lot, man. But since he grew the dreads, man.
Listen. Go look at his fumbles, except for that one he was going in for a touchdown. That was atrocious. But other than that, man, he was taking some hard licks with them fumbles. He was.
Yeah, he was. He was.
2 hands on the ball, and that won't be a problem.
Okay, I can't defend you. They got you.
But he could be a starter at any other SEC school
we'll see.
He could be a starter at any other SEC school though.
They say you're looking sharp, Jeremy, man. Looking sharp. Everybody's leaving everybody for a bag. That's what Tez Nation. Somebody done took your handle, Tez Nation.
Tez, who done took your name? What did that say though? What
yeah, it might be just what's y'all early what's y'all early prediction for the year? I got 9-3, man. I got early predictions, and we'll have to see whoever else they get on the line. I got to win 7 games. Which Nick,
yeah, I got the ceiling. I got the ceiling at 9 games. I got the floor at 5. That's
what I bumped it up. Ceiling 10, floor 4 or 5. It could get that bad. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, it could get that bad, especially if the locker room gets lost and there's some more issues.
Okay, so let's
land around 8.
Let's explore that. So let's look at who Auburn lost to last year. Virginia. I'm not Virginia. Vanderbilt. Okay. Oklahoma. Arkansas. Alabama. Georgia. That's 5 right there. That's 5 losses right there. Cal. Well, we don't got Cal this year. So I guess you can replace Cal with Baylor.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. So out of those games that Auburn lost last year that they playing this year, just replacing Cal with Baylor, are any of those wins this year?
I think we get Arkansas.
Okay.
I actually do have us losing to Baylor week 1.
Okay. I can see that. I can rock with you on that.
I think we get Arkansas. I think we get Missouri. I think we lose to Oklahoma because I think John Mateers really like that.
Yeah.
So that's 2 more wins right there. I think you split the big rivals.
Whoa.
I got
okay. Wait a minute.
Bubba been reading my mind lately, man. Everything he's saying, I'm like totally agreeing with it.
Okay,
everything.
Here's the question though. Here's the question. Which one are you picking? Are you picking Georgia or Alabama that they win? That they beat?
Alabama.
I'm picking Alabama too.
Really?
Yeah, I was about to say it at the same time. I'm picking Alabama too.
Wow. Are you okay? Yeah. Are you picking Alabama because of what's happening now?
Yes.
In the portal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. I think Bama's an 8 or 9 win team next year.
Me too. Man, me too. I do too.
Tight.
I do too. Man, these dudes, what they're talking about, they want Jalen to leave. We'll see. And again, we talk about this Keelan Russell stuff coming in, playing as a starter, bro. Okay, we'll see.
I'm gonna say it is. I think Auburn can get Georgia next year, man.
We can. Home. That's why I said split, and I didn't name one.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Auburn can get Georgia next year at home.
I think they get Bama. I got them losing to Georgia. I got them losing to Oklahoma and possibly Baylor.
Okay,
and I got them, and I think I got them losing to A&M. So I got really? Yeah, I got them losing at A&M, man. If you look at this, yeah, if you look at it, I got it because of the way the schedule sets up.
Okay,
it's like, man, I think A&M and Georgia are really early.
Yeah, so you got Oklahoma, you got
right.
Okay, so you got Baylor away, Ball State, South Alabama at home, Oklahoma away, then Texas A&M,
right,
and then you got a bye week. Then you play Georgia at home.
Yeah,
that's the first 2-3 in conference.
Say it again, Bubba.
Does Hugh Freeze get fired if we start 2-4 next year?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're gonna do the same thing they did. I think after the bye week, maybe we play a close game or beat Georgia, and then they just take off. That's what I think.
But how does the locker room feel if we start 2-4 back-to-back years?
It's gonna be hard, bro.
That's really good.
It's gonna be hard on everybody.
Hey, like I think that Baylor game is gonna tell you a lot. I think the Baylor game will tell you a lot. If Auburn can sneak out a win against Baylor, because let's just be real, Baylor was an 8-4 team this past season, bro. They're going to a bowl game, and they got a lot coming back. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're favoring that game. If I had to pick an early line on the game, I would probably say Baylor's probably favored 9.5, maybe a little too big. I would probably say I say Baylor's probably favored 7.5 in that game, a touchdown spread in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they probably go up to 10. But if Auburn can go in and beat Baylor on the road, that would tell you a lot about this team going forward. Because I think
awesome start.
I think Auburn's defense will be well enough to travel and keep Auburn in the game. Problem is, we just don't know what the offense is going to look like. I mean, you see all the additions that's going on in the portal. It's just that how's that going to gel week 1?
That was my big point. And Dave Aranda is a Ron Roberts disciple. We know the complex coverages he's going to run. How simple do we keep it for Jackson Arnold?
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Dave Aranda wasn't he the defensive coordinator? Not Texas A&M. Was it Texas A&M?
No, LSU. LSU. Yeah, Dave Aranda was at LSU.
That was Mike Elko at Texas A&M. My bad. Never mind. This point doesn't make sense. We'll just keep going.
Okay.
I was about to say something that I was about to say. Never mind.
Yeah, he said he thinks was he talking about Mbakwe. Nick just want you to know we D9 brothers. Oh, blue fire LOL. That's tight. That's tight. Tight. Yeah.
Tight.
Hey, tight. Yeah, tight blue fire, man.
Hey, tight, but you already know it starts with the A.
Oh God, here we go. Oh my God. Oh,
I have no idea.
That's what I'm talking about. What Bubba say?
I have no idea what's going on right.
But we talk about college fraternity.
Man, just started chanting in my ear, bro.
No, man.
Hey man, y'all deserve an Emmy. Y'all think Darius Smith try to play both ways? I wouldn't be surprised because Alabama was recruiting him as a DB, and he wanted to play wide receiver. Hugh Freeze him, let him play wide receiver. So I would not doubt it, man. Would not doubt that dude is electric too, man.
I mean, he was didn't he get invited to the what was it? Which bowl he got invited to? Not one of these bowls for high schools. Can't remember. It'll come to me.
Okay, he says if I'm gonna get Isaiah Horton and Mario Craven and Mbakwe ain't playing receiver.
Mario Craven can play, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Was Walker leaving a good thing after thinking about it? He didn't want to compete. He just assumed he would inherit the job. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? When money is involved, dude.
No.
You know,
Walker White was leaving because Walker White saw that with the addition of Jackson Arnold, his potential of actually being able to start would not be for another 2 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Even compete for the job would not be for 2 years. Okay. That's where he at. And then, like I said, there's still rumblings that Auburn could possibly go out in the portal and get another quarterback. That's not a far-fetched idea. That's actually something that possibly could happen. But I mean, yeah, he saw the writing on the wall. He was like, with the way the room's set up, I'm not even gonna get a chance to really compete for real until he's like a red shirt junior. So he went to go find greater pastures where he can actually have a chance to compete for the job this coming up season in 2025. Which don't be surprised if he lands up at a school really, really close by.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, I want to see where he goes, man. I'll be watching him and my boy Hank. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dunked on my boy Hugh. Dunked on him. Nick dunked on him. Ran him out.
I did not dunk on that man. I just said this is all I said. All I said was that
you know, I'm just kidding.
Hugh Freeze not believing that man as an SEC starter. That's all I said.
TJ said we about to get off, man. TJ said 75 to prove it different. He said that's my ceiling. Another 10. Yes, it is, man. I blew it too hard last season with 10 wins, and I'm not getting my hope. Yeah, I don't do that, man. I can't do the boogie, man, and be hurt. You know, having my feelings hurt and mad after the game. He said he the real Tez. Oh my God, here we go with that.
Nah, man, we can't.
We're gonna have to have a rap all, baby. We'll have I tried to get Bubba them to do a rap all, but Huggy Beard just conceded. You know what I'm saying?
Huggy Beard, whole name.
Bubba did that. Bubba intimidated him. You like that, Huggy Beard?
I mean, take his whole name, man. Shout out to Huggy Beard, man.
He said, but Terry got a good O-line still, though. You got to get a good line. Yeah, because a lot of those O-line are leaving Oklahoma, man. So it's like what I don't like about the Oklahoma Auburn matchup is the Oklahoma defense, man. I don't know what Brent Venables is doing. This dude, the way he watches film, and then he does manipulate the RPO game. He manipulates it, man, like he did. He manipulated when he got Peyton Thorne to throw the pick six.
Yep.
This guy is like, look what he did to Alabama. It's like he's always one step ahead. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I'm picking Auburn to lose at Oklahoma, man, is because Brent Venables in the defense, man.
And it ain't easy to go into Norman and get a win.
Huh?
It ain't easy to go into Norman.
It ain't, man. That dude is I got to use my man. He is righteous, man.
Yeah.
I got Ceiling and 12-0, floor at 3-9.
Jesus, dog.
That's Bubba right there.
Well, he goes 3-9. He gone for real. If he go
he ain't gonna make it through the season.
He not.
If it starts out that way.
Jesus Christ.
Bubba, you got 12-0?
No.
All right,
You said Donald say he was excessive booger last season. I don't care. 10-2. Yeah. War 7 Tiger, War Tiger, Auburn can have anyone. To be honest,
they can.
Well, is this a new person?
Yeah, that's a new person. Shout out to War 7 Tiger, baby.
War Tiger.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Why do you have us losing to Bella? It's the first game we're going to Bella, and you can explain why you think Bubba. I think this is going to be first game. We're going on the road to Baylor, man. New quarterback, a new offensive line, new running back, starting running backs, new everything pretty much on offense except wide receivers. Then you're not going to have KLS. So that position for our other receivers, man, the other receiver, because Coleman is going to have to move to the X position to the number one receiver. So all of that's really going to be new, man. And then my man, like Bubba say, he is a good defensive coordinator. I don't know what they have on offense. So, Bubba, what you think, man?
I have a high level of respect for Sawyer Robertson, their starting quarterback. I watched tape on him. I was expecting him to hit the portal, and I thought he'd be a high-level option. He's a good athlete. Their offensive line is solid. Jeff Grimes did a good job recruiting while he was there as the OC. And obviously Dave Aranda is a genius defensively, and we're starting a quarterback that has shown he struggles on the road with turnovers. I mean, so just really going into this game, I think it could be a close loss, and maybe JA or JFA, as Oklahoma fans called him, could turn the ball over a couple times. Maybe the run game don't get going the way we expect, and it could start off really bad.
Please don't. Man. I can't imagine, man, waiting the whole off season and then that happening, man.
I asked you this question though. I asked y'all this question regarding that Baylor game. Would you feel? I mean, I think we all would feel great if that was a close win. If Auburn had a close win, I think we all can see how that game. But what if it's a close loss? What if it's a last-second field goal? How do you feel about Auburn going forward then?
How do I feel, or how does our insane fan base feel about it?
Well, I know exactly how the insane fan base. They'll find something that be like, man, if we would have did this here, this probably wouldn't happen. I understand that, but I'm just saying from a logical perspective, if let's say that ends up being a last-second field goal that Baylor wins. Let's say that game ends like the Georgia Tech Florida State game ended this year at the beginning of the season. How do you feel about Auburn going forward at that time?
Well, I don't like to use Florida State as an example, but I don't panic after week one. I didn't panic after Cal. I didn't even panic after Arkansas.
Okay.
So I'd expect us to regroup and move forward. We have a couple easy games before we have to go to Norman. Man, we got to get ready.
We got to get ready, man. Yeah. TJ said, I think Van is falling back from the high next year without Pavia. They come back. I think so. I agree too. It depends on who they get in the portal. Because if they get somebody like a Mendoza or someone like that, man, they might be right back. I have them going 8-4. Anything less gets freeze fire. I heard 75. He okay.
Yeah, that's what Jay had said.
Yeah, I heard 75. He said, I think Jackson Arnold is going to do some damage with this offense if it stays intact, and adding other receivers to receiving core.
Potential to it. There's potential to that.
There's
a lot of potential to that.
Bella don't know about SEC ball. Beat Bama. Bella offense looked good in the second half of the season, but their defense is horrible. That is crazy with Dave Aranda being the defense coordinator. If we can land Singleton, we can do amazing things if we get QB figured out. Yes, 7-5. If we get Singleton, we will lose Thompson. I feel like Thompson is on the ropes.
That is the feeling.
I don't care if we lose Thompson if we land Singleton. I don't.
That is the feeling. The feeling is that if you do get a Singleton, like how does that production happen? Because at that time, you're gonna have to try to. It becomes a problem because now you got to figure out how you get the ball to all five guys, because you got to figure out how to. Cam Coleman's gonna get his touches. Singleton's gonna get his. You're gonna have to figure out how to get Bryce Kane involved and Malcolm Simmons, and then now Perry Thompson. So that's five people that you got to figure out how to spread the ball around to keep everybody happy. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. But like I said, I take Eric Singleton right now. I'm telling you, that man is special, bro. I'm taking him.
What you say, Bubba?
I said if you land Eric Singleton, you don't care if Harry Thompson gets out.
Yes,
his job's on the line. He can't care about that,
dude. And this is the beautiful thing about this season. I think, guys, is that rent is due. Rent is due, dude. So they going all out this season, man. You know, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but when your back is against the wall, a la Tuberville, when they was trying to fire him, and then, dude, sometimes when your back is against the wall, you do amazing things, man. So it wouldn't surprise me if this team took off and did something amazing. 7 games is the floor. No, I don't think you get Al Nolan, man. I don't think you
don't run off Deuce.
Yeah, you probably run out Deuce. Joy, that take is hot. Perry got to be a starter or else. Watch Bryce Kane as well.
I don't think Bryce going anywhere. I think Bryce understood the situation when he took his commitment.
Yep.
Yep. You say he'll earn it. Hank will fit in good with Owl. Maybe Walker will get to his family alma mater. No, man, Arkansas is loaded at quarterback, man. Didn't they just take my man back?
Yeah, they just took KJ Jefferson back.
They just took KJ Jefferson back. Then they got Green. Then the quarterback, Nico's little brother, committed there too. So he would be in the same situation. He would be in a worse situation there.
Yep.
Clemson was the second choice.
I thought that KJ Jefferson thing was I thought they were playing when that happened. I thought they were playing for real when that happened. I was like, huh? What?
Perry on the ropes, but he'll trade Perry for Singleton this year. But the next few years, we will miss Perry. I don't know, because if you do a good job with the wide receivers you have this year, then you'll probably get another blue chipper.
I'm telling you, man, what Auburn signing in this class, I'm telling you, Sam Turner could possibly end up being a superstar.
Yep. Sam Turner's. I think Sam Turner is in the rotation this year.
Sam Turner's gonna be a superstar.
Really?
Derek and Eric Smith, the Smith brothers, they're gonna be superstars, man. So the thing about it is, at the wide receiver position, I think you are loaded for years to come. So if you lose a talent, which you don't want to, because Perry Thompson is a very talented guy, you don't want to lose him, because what it was hyped up to be, what it was marketed to be as him, Cam, and Malcolm, and these guys, that's gonna be the guy. So you want to see that come to fruition. But what's behind them, man? I'm telling you, man, Sam Turner gonna be the GM in that class. I'm gonna tell you that.
Ant said, "What's up, y'all?"
Shout out to Ant.
So that we don't. So that mean you have us losing the big games? No, we were saying I think we'll beat Alabama. Who is that? Who is JA, y'all?
Jackson Arnold. He
played. He's saying when he played. Yeah, when he played at LSU.
Yeah, he looked fine at LSU, but he looked really good against Ole Miss. And I watched the Tennessee game. He didn't look terrible. The game he got beat.
Man, if you look at the Tennessee game, look at the offensive line. It was like, bro, that dude didn't have time. They were all over him in that game. You're going to have to develop these freshmen and not turn into Lane and rely on Porter. Yes. But we know DJ is already developing. We know, man. You know. What are you saying, Bubba?
I was saying his plan is to build this out of high school. But he understands at the age that these young guys are at, you need help. You need these one-year guys to come in and play.
Okay. Once you rely on the portal, the high school recruiting dips tremendously. What do y'all think about Cam, about Deuce wearing too? Rapid fire.
I agree with everything Cam said.
Yeah, you got to earn that number. It shouldn't even be an option. That thing should have been retired 5-7 years ago.
It should have been retired the year he left.
I know. I
know. That spring, they should have been like, yeah, we're going to retire the number 2. No one will ever wear it again.
Yeah. There's no reason why that number should still be in circulation.
Exactly.
He says, Joy says, well, to be honest, I think he knew he had 2 years of cushion, and now this is the real year. What about the quarterback competition?
I don't know if it's going to be real competition.
I don't think it's going to be a competition either, Bubba.
I'm telling you,
unless what Dap said happens. I know. I see Nick over there. I see the face he's making.
What, Nick? What he said?
What you talking about?
He said.
I want to talk about. What you talking about?
You think it's going to be a competition?
I have to know if a feeder smile going right now.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Eric Smith is going to turn to a dog with development. He is too darn tall not to turn 50-50 balls and the 80-20 balls. Yeah. He is very raw, man. But hey, he might ball out. We're worried about running players off. LOL. The Arab and recruiters smell so much better. You are right, man. You are right. You are right. We are worried about running another 5-star off. That's beautiful.
And
he said no return.
If we start winning, fans will start to feel like Bama fans about it. Like, oh, we just got this other dude right here.
Yeah, man. And I'm like, Bama fans are saying that now. When then Bakwe jumped in the portal, they were like, let him go. We'll replace him. I'm like, dude,
with what?
Secondary look trash last year. What are you talking about, man?
Starting defensive back, it said that Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I know. Like, bro,
is at Notre Dame now.
Like, what are y'all talking about, dude? Y'all are not like that anymore. That was like Nick Saban stuff. It's not rolling like that right now.
Reality gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. But I'm with you, Bubba. I got them losing 4 to 5 games next year. At least a repeat of 3 and not making a 12-team playoff, man. But until next time, we'll see you guys, and we are outie.